The little shepherd boy without the skill to fight. His brothers were the bigger ones, trained, taught and coached just right. However, when it came to it, came one they could not budge. A coat of mail, a vice-like grip, and a stance of utter defiance. Choose you a man, and to the victor the spoils, but the loser gets servile compliance. The staff of his spear like a weaver's beam, unbeatable he quite did seem, a terrible sight. Who is this man, standing 6 cubits and a span? The man it was who made them run, Goliath, the Philistine champion. Now, David, as I've said before, wasn't trained to take the fight. No heavy armour on his back, but clothed with the Lord God's might. 5 smooth stones and a sling in his hand. This young man was on a mission. Goliath looked upon him with scorn and began to verbally dismiss him. Goliath stepped up. David ran forward. 1 smooth stone was all that it took. See, David was on the Lord's side, and with him, you can't be shook. There's also a time when a man couldn't pray. At least, that was the king's decree. The king's presidents and his princes weren't very happy, you see. For a certain man, he developed a plan and took it to the king. No praying allowed, except to you, dear sir. And if someone does, can we suggest one thing? Right there and then asked the king to pen the penalty is the lion's den. Now when Daniel knew that the writing was signed and it was his time to pray, he did not close his windows or even hide away. He just continued to give thanks unto God. Now the men came about and they saw Daniel praying. They went straight to the king without any delaying. We saw Daniel, your man. Yes, your #1 fan, and in fact we saw him praying. Now, dear king, with your pen you have said it's the den of the lions for those disobeying. Well, the king was displeased, set about with all speed to work out now how to deliver the man who in fact he would not like to lack in his counsel, now sold down the river. Not a thing could be changed. The law had to be passed, and Daniel was slung in the den. It's our time, they felt. What a blow they'd dealt. Now we'll be the king's top men. In the morning, the king, with real haste in his spring, arrived at the den and was sad. Daniel, oh, he cried out, was your God without doubt able to save and in fact deliver? Yes, O king, he's the best. Never sleeps, never rests. Not a scratch or a bite. Prayer to my God is right. He's delivered. So when things look rough and the going does get tough, there's no need for negative contemplation. As time and again, God is able, my friend, to change defeat into a winning situation.
Thank you, Mr. Ricky George.